and Lifepro and TGIF Friday. Another weekend is here for us, and it's Memorial Weekend. So I hope you have some really fun plans this weekend. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what you're doing this weekend. Hopefully, you're getting a little sun and fun and family and some good food, but you're also planning on doing a little bit of work on maintaining your optimal health and your aerobic and muscular activity. So today we're going to be working on the Lifepro balance ball, the Horizon balance ball trainer. This is the fourth of our series. It's the last one of this series, and I'm going to be doing a standing routine. Let's see, where do I begin? Okay, I have already done 3 videos, as I said. I really want to encourage that you watch them because they build up foundational work on different ways you can use the Horizon Balance Trainer. It does come with a mini stability ball from Lifepro, which I will incorporate in this workout. I do want to suggest that you have a chair or something. This stool can be purchased at Amazon. I think I actually got this at Walmart, but they're on Amazon. It's about 2 foot high. And if you don't have that, have your balance trainer, your Horizon trainer near a sturdy table or something, because we're going to be needing to lean into it. If you're really new with the whole balance system, have a wall handy. It's okay. This is a great, great tool. I love it. I put all my clients on it. Doesn't matter how young or old they are. We really love incorporating this because it gets us ready for when life happens. And what I mean by that is you could be walking down the street or walking in your house and a quick trip or something's in your way, you stumble, but you'll catch yourself. One of my little mantras is it's not about having perfect balance, it's finding your balance. And this is the tool you want to use. We are going to be continuing on with some Pilates sessions, incorporating both the vibration platforms and the balance trainer. So stay tuned, check it out. If you're on the Lifepro page, we do put announcements on that. And if you're in the VIP page, just as well. So have any questions, please feel free to ask them. Let me know if there's something else you would like to see, because we're always looking for your feedback on what you're looking to get more information on, the how-tos, if you will. So without further ado, let's begin. I am going to have you have the ball handy. I'm going to just tie my hair back so gets out of the way. And we're going to be standing on not actually on the balance trainer, but we're going to stand behind it. I'm going to move my camera down just a tiny little bit for this part of it. And you don't need the chair, the stool right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you put your one foot on. Now my toes are pointing on it, and I'll show you from the side. And I'm just going to hold this ball right in front of me. So the ball, my hands are positioned like this. My elbows are forward, my shoulders are down. And I'm just going to press that ball, and I'm going to come onto my toes, and I'm just going to point and flex. I just want to start working on ankle mobility here, which is super important for our balance work. And when we do this, incorporate your breath. Inhale and exhale for 5 and 4. You want to roll through all 5 toes, 3, 2, until you feel them all resting on the balance trainer. And then from here, you're going to press down and up, little presses down and up. And I want you to feel you're squeezing the glute, pressing your toes. And that standing leg is not completely locked out. There's a soft bend for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's switch legs. Your hand position is now palms facing up. And once again, I'm going to point my toes. I'm going to roll. So pointing and flexing my foot, getting some feedback from the bottom of my feet on the surface of the Horizon and getting that nice little roll up and down. 3 and 2 and 1. And we're going to press down and up and just get little pushes down on the toes. They're not super hard. They shouldn't be tough on your toes, but I want you to feel that surface and feel all your contraction of your muscles in your legs on this. and release. Now we're gonna go from the side here. So I'm gonna ask you to step on the side, same thing, okay? I've got my toes pointed in my hip, my knee is out as far as I can get it. And let's put the ball on your opposite hip, okay? So I'm gonna keep my hips stable. I'm gonna turn in and out. I'm just gonna internally rotate, externally rotate, in and out. Just loosen up my hips a little bit. I'm in what we call high half toe, okay, or Barbie doll toes. And yes, guys, you can even be doing this too. It's super important for men and women to have great ankle flexibility and strength if you're a golfer or a biker or a hiker. Okay, now we're just rolling in and out for 3 and 2 and 1. Now let's go to the other side. Just a little warm up here, actually, okay? So I'm pressing the ball into my hip. My other hand's here. I'm very square, okay, meaning my hip bones are forward. I'm going to roll in and out. Now you can see, if you've noticed this, but I can feel this. I have a lot more hip mobility on one side versus the other. We can attach a lot of different stories or reasons behind it. It doesn't really matter. I just want to be aware that what's moving and what isn't moving so well. I'm on my first and second toes, the big toe and the second toe, and I'm just rolling in and out smoothly. I'm not forcing anything. I'm just looking for my range of motion in the joints, warming up that hip socket. 3 and 2 and 1. And then from here, we're going to stand on the balance trainer. So look down one foot, then the other. And right now, I just want to kind of relax. Relax meaning soften the knees, soften the shoulders. And if you're not on the balance trainer just watching me, let me know again where you're watching from. If you have one of these trainers, I highly recommend that you watch the video first and then join me the second time around. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing. Because when it comes to focus, I'm going to be moving a lot. And usually when I'm balancing, I'm just staring into space. I'm focusing on one area, one spot. I'm going to put this balance, the stability ball between my ankles. Be careful when you do this, and come on up. Okay, so we kind of softened up on our body. We want to be nice and soft, and now I'm going to have you zip everything up, meaning I want you to squeeze the stability ball between your ankle bones and your shins. You're going to feel some inner thigh connection here. Okay, and then I want you to reach your arms out and drop your shoulders down. Okay, we're just going to kind of imagine that you're pressing down on 2 big posts, okay? And you're zipping up from the bottom to the top, and you're feeling a lot of length. Tailbone down, shoulders down, collarbones lifted. And then bend your elbows and put your hands behind your head. I'm putting one hand behind the other, and my thumbs are down to my neck, and my elbows are forward. We're going to bring the elbows in and back. Now I'm working on getting my shoulder joints warmed up. Exhale and inhale. And you're going to see me kind of moving around a little bit, and I'm sure you are too. Remember, we're looking to catch our balance, find our balance. We're not going to be perfectly still because this is not a perfectly flat surface. And make sure you're breathing with us. One of our biggest principles in Pilates is the breath work. Inhaling all your air and exhaling it out. Now pause there. The crown of the head reaching to the sky. I want you to feel nice and long and strong. And then you're going to take your arms straight up. Take a big breath in and come down. You're going to roll your shoulders. Slide the shoulder blades up and back and down. Look how strong my hands are. I'm not relaxing my fingers. I'm going to have every muscle in my wrist, in my fingers, actively engaged as I roll up and down for 3 and 2. Squeezing into that little mini stability ball at the same time. 1. Now reverse it. We're going to roll forward, up and down. I normally don't do this, but I want you to feel how you can separate your shoulder blades and bring them back together. Separate them and bring them back together. So not only are we elevating and depressing the scapula, we're protracting and retracting. 3 and 2 and 1. Now you can just bend carefully, and we're going to take that ball off and come off the trainer for a moment and just walk around a little bit to relax your ankles. I'm going to move my camera up just a little bit. Okay. Now, we're going to do some footwork, which I did on Wednesday on the vibration platform, but I'm going to still use this ball. So what I want to do is put the ball kind of between my thighs rather than my knees, okay? And I'm going to put my hands on my hips. You are welcome to keep your hands on your hips, hands on the heart with the elbows forward, hands out or hands behind your head for this first set of footwork. Okay, what I'd like to do is bend my knees and straighten. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the side. I'm not tipping over, okay? Let me move. Easier said than done. Okay, I'm just sliding down and up. This is where that ankle mobility comes into play. Tail down, belly button in and up. Quads are engaged and I'm squeezing the glutes. You can bring your arms forward to help with a little bit of balance here. Your palms may face each other or the palms may up, whatever feels best in your shoulders. And I'm not going too low. I just want to get a little bend and then squeeze that ball and lift. And let's do 3 more of these. Reach the crown of the head to the sky. And 2. And 1. Excellent. We're going to take that ball out for just a moment. And we're going to go into what's called the Pilates V. Heels together, toes apart. So look down to make sure you're on the center here. Okay, I want to make sure I am. And your toes aren't too far apart, just slightly apart. You're going to take the ball back in between the thighs, a little bit lower than I had it before. And I'm going to put my hands out to the side. I'm going to squeeze my heels together. Inhale, bend, exhale, squeeze that ball. Now the legs won't go perfectly together, but you want to feel that heel connection, okay? Crown of the head lifting up. A lot of posterior extensions, those glute muscles are really working to lift us up. 3 and 2. And I'm only doing about 5 to 8 reps. And 1. Now hold there and let's circle our arms. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. Now this is the first set. My palms are facing down. Strong, long arms. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down. Now, we're going to take the ball and actually get rid of it. We're going to keep the heels together, toes apart. I'm going to keep my arms out to the side. I'm going to squeeze the thighs together and I'm going to lift and lower. It's little. Lifting and lowering. The big toes are pressing down. Whoops, I'm going to come off. See, that'll happen. It's okay. Find your center. Take a breath. Lift and lower. Let's go for 5. It's all in the butt muscles. 4. Quads engaged. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to add to this. Give me a little plie. Squeeze the thighs. Lift the heels and drop. Bend. Straighten. Lift. We'll add the arms now. So we're going to come down, up, and lift. Bring it down. Bend. Straighten. Lift the heels. Couple more. Bend. Using the exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last 2. It's nice and fluid here. Down. Palms face up. 1 more time. Boy, can you feel all those leg muscles working? And relax. Okay, shoulders relax. Separate your heels. I'm going to have you put your hands on your hips. And we're going to run in place. Actually, it's called prancing, not running. One heel up, then the other. One heel, the other. Now, the reason I have my hands on my hips, I don't want to shift my hips when I do this. I'm just bringing one knee forward and the other. And switch and switch. It's very light. 10, 9. And now, if you know your hips aren't moving, arms can go out to the side. 5, 4, 3. It's a little bouncy here. 2. And 1. Stay here, palms facing the screen, and let's circle again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse it. Now my hands are slightly in front of my shoulders so I can see my thumbs in my peripheral vision. That's super important. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Feel those shoulder muscles working? Perfect. We're going to go stand a little wider now. Now when you stand wider, you want to squeeze your, let me use a different Q. Press your heels into the dome. If that's bothering your knees, don't go so wide. Okay, so it's a lot more inner thigh connection. Let's do one more set of arm work just like this. This time I had my palms down, palms facing, now palms up. And we're gonna circle while we push into the sides of the dome and feel the tailbone dropping and the collarbones lifting and the arm bones moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Isn't it interesting when your arms are moving how hard it is to stay centered on this boat on top of this balance trainer? And 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, so step off for a second and just walk around. You can feel how much more your muscles are engaged when you're on the floor without being on the trainer. So almost lighter on your feet, but much more muscular engagement. Now I'm going to add some forward movement on this. Before we get on the balance trainer, I want you to put your hands on your thighs, nod your chin, look down at it, and we're going to roll down just ever so slightly. And then what I'd like you to feel is your ribs pulling in, the hip bones pulling in, and the head hanging, and you're going to stack up your spine. And then you'll lift, and you'll drop the tailbone, and you're going to lift the heart and the eyes. Okay, so I'm not lifting my chin. I'm showing you that from the side because it's going to be a little different once you get on here. And I'll go on an angle. Okay, so your feet can be heels together, toes apart, or you can be parallel. And we're going to reach the arms to the sky. Take a breath in. And you have an option of bring your hands down to your thighs or diving over your toes and you're rolling down. And then you're going to come back up, bring your hands to the side and stack up. So let's do that 3 more times. Dive over, exhale, pull the belly in, head is heavy, transferring the weight. We have to really use our abs, and you're going to stack your spine back up as your arms lift up. And again, dive over. So it's coming right from the start of the abdominals. Head is heavy, belly pulled in, and then stack it up. And one more time, take a breath in and exhale. It's a little, really an abdominal crunch standing. If you're doing this correctly, you're going to feel the abdominal wall pulling in. Now, we'll do the reverse of that. You're going to take your palms to face your face. You're going to bring the elbows out and back and kind of lift the chest. Reach to the sky, get a big stretch, and go out and around. Okay, now I'm in neutral. I'm going to bring my elbows out and lift the heart, a little bit of a back bend, and I'm going to look up and reach up and around behind me, and then bring my arms forward. Let's do 3 more of those. Take an inhale and stretch. Exhale around. Inhale, open up the chest, pull the shoulder blades down, and stretch up and around. This is a version of our breaststroke standing. So we sweep the arms up, turn the palms away, bend the elbows, and the back muscles are engaged from the tailbone up to the neck, and release. One more time. Bend, open, stretch up and around, and relax. So you can feel that flexion, thoracic extension. Excellent. And just like, let's prance it out again, a little prancing. Remember, the hips don't move. It is just the toes or the ankles. Now grab your ball. We're going to do some rotation. We've got the upper spine warmed up, so let's turn it a bit. Okay, so we're going to take our mini stability ball, as Amber calls it, the squishy ball. You're going to bring it onto your chest and just push out in a few times. Now when I'm pushing, let me show what's going on with my back. I'm separating my shoulder blades, I'm pulling in. I'm separating and pulling in. That's the feeling you want. You're using the pushing muscles on this. So there's a pressure into the ball. Exhale. Inhale, lift. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to hold here. Let's go into our Pilates V and really connect those inner thighs. You're going to bend the knees slightly. That becomes a little more instability. Press out and bend. Press out. Bend. 3, 2. You're zipping up the inner thighs. Now hold out. Bring the ball back in. Keep looking toward the screen, but turn to your right, feeling the right shoulder. Turn to the left shoulder. Now, if that feels good for you, turning, you can add the head to go with it. So it's the chest and then the eyes and come back to center. A little bit different there, right? Your proprioceptors really have to talk to your feet and back to center. Now, I'm going to add on to this because there's always something to layer on. Take what you want and leave the rest. If you like just rotating without turn your head, that's perfect, okay? But let's add on. So I'm going to hold the ball with one hand. I'm going to rotate. I'm going to extend and reach back. Sweep it forward. Rotating to the other side. Ball stays at my heart. I stretch back, whoa, and bring it back in. And let's do that 2 more times. Rotate first. Hold the ball against the chest. Lift the ball into the chest as you reach back with your arm. Bring it back to center. Hips are still. You're just doing upper body rotation. Reach that hand back. Pull back in. One more time. Zip it up. Get nice and tall. So I breathe in to get my length. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, restack. Whoop. And again. We're going to rotate on the exhale. Stretch back. Inhale and come back in. And relax. And get rid of the ball. We're going to do a little bit of stretching of those muscles, and then we're going to our hips. So find your balance, or look for balance, and let's go into the prancing. Just a few of these just to get things loosened up again. So I go from a parallel to a laterally rotated movement, and that way my thigh bones are hugging, or my muscles are hugging my thigh bones. And let's take one hand up. Give it a big reach up and over. Now that bottom hand can go in the opposite direction. Arms go to the side and then up and over. Bending the elbows. Notice how my head comes with me. Take it slow. Exhale. Take a big inhale. Stretch. And exhale. 2 more times. And exhale. I'm pressing down one side of my body to lengthen, and the other side of my body, I want to feel that contraction. And last time, long straight arms, but then get the side bend. Hips are nice and anchored, and over. Excellent, and relax. Okay, so I'd like you to get your chair or move your horizon near a steady surface. We're going to start by looking at our chair. My right foot's on, my left knee is bent. And I'm just going to keep my hands forward. All I like to do here is I'm going to step up and step back. I'm putting weight on the foot on the floor. Press into the top of the dome and bend. Let's go for 5. We want to really feel both hips sinking. 4. Just a split second, you're up here. 3. And 2, and 1. Now, we'll come all the way up. We're going to hinge from the hips. There's a soft knee bend because your hamstrings might be tight. And if they are, let's stretch them out. Heels together, toes apart, please. And we're going to straighten the legs and bend. Straighten and bend. I want you to make sure when you straighten, your knees are right over the ankles and the hips are right over the knees. Now, I'm pushing that chair away. Just like I did when I had the balance, the stability ball in my hands. I want to separate my shoulder blades. I don't want to sink. Okay, I want to really get nice and strong. This is the making of a plank here, when I pull everything up. Now that I've got my legs kind of warm, stretched out straight, separate the heels. The right foot stays on the top of the dome. You're going to bend the left knee and bring your nose to the knee, and then straighten out. A little bit of cat-cow here. Exhale and inhale. Get weight into the heel and balance that out with weight into the stool. 2 more. 1 more. And you're nice and long. So let's just let that toe tap and lift. Tap and lift. I'm only going to do 5 reps of everything here because there's about 5 exercises. Lift. 2 more. Use the breath. 1 more, and lift. Point your toe or flex, whatever works for you. I'm going to do a pointed toe, and we're going to pulse using the glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend and extend. Once again, you're working on, I'm going to show you really want to work on the butt. Don't feel in your back. Pull the belly up and in. Try not to sag, okay? Let me cue that. Let's go for 5. Press into both feet. 4. I just dropped my knee. I didn't mean to do that. Keep the knee lifted. 3, 2. Next time we're going to go into donkey kicks. So you're going to poke the toes to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee to the side. Take it out and in. Fire hydrants. There's 5. Here's 4, 3. Strong in the arms. 2. We're going to finish this out with circles, hip high. Let's do kneecap circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And reverse it. They can be little, they can be big. You decide where you want to go with these. Remember, one hip will have a little more flexibility than the other. It just happens. 2 and 1. Bring the nose to the knee, around the spine. Push that chair away. Extend out in one long line. Bring the foot down. Bend the knees. And roll yourself up. Come on off for a second and just shake that out, because I know that standing leg really got some work. So we're going to put left foot on. I'll move my chair to the other side. Left foot on, right foot on the floor. And my Pilates V position is like this, right? So I'm going to come up, tap, and down, bending my knee. Get all the weight in the quad and the heel. So you can see how important ankle flexibility is. And I have a lot of different history on this right side of my body. It's like a whole different person. You probably feel that too. Arms can come out. The palms can be up. 1 more. And up. Now, let's go parallel. We're going to hinge from the hips. We already know our hamstrings are pretty loosened up. So squeeze the heels together and lift the tailbone up. Pull the abdominals in and separate the shoulder blades. You're in a nice long plank position. We're going to bring the knee in, round the spine, and lengthen the head away from the toes. We'll go for 5 of these. Exhale. All abdominals. Try not to feel it in your neck. Separate the shoulder blades and extend out. 1 more. Pull it in. Stretch out, hold it out here. Your long line, we're going to tap down and bring it up. 5, 4. Remember, abdominal wall keeps pulled in the whole time. And hold this last one up here. Little pulses using your glute. I'm keeping my legs super straight. 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee in and stretch it away. Get longer. 4. Here's the breath. 3. This is why I count, so I know I'm breathing. And 1. Hold this up. Let's do our little donkey kicks to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The knee comes to the side and out and in. Touch the knees. Exhale. Notice where the weight is. It should be, try to keep it balanced between both hands, that you're not leaning to the side. Now here's our 5th one, hold it up, and here's our circles. Now my circles on this side will be smaller for a few reasons, which I don't need to go into detail about, but I'm still trying to work on circles. And it's okay, like I said, you just want to work on a range that works for you. 3, 2, and 1. The knee comes in, round your spine, relax your head, shake it out. Stretch out, lengthen out, and place that foot down, bend the knees. And we're going to roll up nice and slow. Stand up. You can move your chair out of the way. Oh, I hope you're feeling pretty good about this workout. Standing on the balance trainer is not that easy. And then we start doing kind of funky things with it. So I'm going to have you stand on one side. We'll finish up with this, okay? We're going to lift the heel up. We're going to squat down. We're going to lift the other heel. We're going to stand up and drop. Dome side, Ground side, sink it down and up. Lift, lift, sink, and stand. Lift, lift, sink, and stand. One more. Lift, lift, drop, and lift. Other side. So it depends what your leg length is. If you have a lot of hip hike, easy does it. Maybe just one leg lifts and you just lift and lower. That's your option, okay? Just one leg lifts and lower. But you can challenge yourself to lift, lift, drop, zip it up, and drop the heels. Heel up, heel up, bring it down, belly up and in, and drop. 3 more. Lift, lift, lower, lift, lower. Breathe in, lower, exhale up. Breathe in, exhale up. Last one. Lower, whoop, and find it, and lift. Great, everybody, shake things out. You're gonna be wide. We're gonna roll, hinge down. Let's just hinge down. Let the head drop and hang here. And I'll show you from the side. I'm just kind of hanging. You're gonna bend the knees, and you're gonna shift your hips back. This way we're stretching out our glute muscles. They worked really hard for us. And then you're gonna round your spine. Inhale, bend. Exhale, round. Bend. I'm letting my belly drop on this, and I'm gonna pull it up. Shoulders always stay back, even when I'm rounding. I don't want to be an angry cat here. One more. Bend your knees, roll up. And now we're going to keep the feet in the Pilates V. I'm in the Pilates V a big time today, okay? Arms reach up to the sky. We're going to dive over. Put your hands on the dome. Now shake your head. Maybe put some weight over the center of the dome. Look to the left. Look to the right. Look toward your belly button. Bend your knees slightly. Roll yourself up. Ragdoll up. Take a big breath in. Hands go behind your head. You're going to lift the eyes to the sky. You can put a bend in your knees to bring your hip bones forward. Let the shoulders drop back. This is a very energetic stretch to help you make it through the rest of your day. And you are done. I want to thank you so much. I hope that was a great workout for you. I know I'm kind of sweaty. I'm wearing shorts. It's really hot here today in Scottsdale. It's the start of triple digits to come for the rest of, for the next 3 months or so. Wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a great Memorial weekend. Please let me know if there's anything that you need more of from us, from me, from Lifepro. We are so happy that you're part of our community. And if you're not, check us out, Lifepro. The link there is there for all the products that we have, that we carry. There's lots of videos on YouTube. This one will be on YouTube. There's lots of videos to choose from, so you'll never be bored, and your body will always be challenged. So you can discover solutions on how your body can move more efficiently, more effectively, more pain-free. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Have a blessed and beautiful day. Bye for now.